Well, we have ourselves a cold start video. I believe this cold start is the first one of 2016. I did have another cold start video, but it got lost in the computer crash. Well, in front of us here we have our Chevrolet Silverado. Well, it hasn't been started nor moved for, well, a couple months now. As you can tell by the snow, it hasn't left the driveway. We did go through a little bit of a melt a few weeks ago. However, we're back in our, well, wonderful minus 20 Celsius, and we have got snow since then. So of course you see there's been nobody around the truck. This truck doesn't have a, an automatic starter, so it hasn't been warmed up or anything. So pretty much I'm gonna go venture on over, unlock the door, and well, see if she fires up. So of course, make our way around the truck here. Hopefully, like I said, she'll fire on up. It did have a new battery, I think the year before last. However, with it setting for the best part of that winter, the battery may be hurting. So of course, pop the door open and set on in here. So we have ourselves first cold start of 2016, 2003 Chevrolet Silverado, 148,213 kilometers. Here we go. Not 100% sure how much the camera caught, but as you can see, the truck itself is not running. Obviously, when you let a vehicle sit and you don't drive it, which is one of the worst things you can ever do to a vehicle, you end up having problems. One of the big problems, obviously, is the battery, whether it freezes in the winter or there's a power drain to it, like accessories, whether it's stereo or whatever, it drains the power down. And then of course it just plain will not start. Well, that was the case this time around, once more. This is probably the fourth or fifth time I've had to do this to this truck this winter. Now of course my battery charger does have an engine start function, so I can basically flip a switch and start the truck right now if I did want to. Basically, because the battery is basically dead, I don't want to over pressure or overuse of the alternator and have it burn out too. I'm going to give the system a little bit of a charge before I attempt to start it. Now the alternator may or may not be contributing to this problem. When you're dealing with an older truck, you do sometimes have issues other than just a battery, which I did replace a couple of years ago. Sometimes the alternator itself can contribute to, an addition to the problems. And if you don't replace the alternator or properly diagnose, you can end up frying your brand new battery and having to replace it a second time around. So, like I said, I'll give this a bit of a charge so it's not quite a shock on the charging system. And then I guess we'll proceed with the, second try at the attempted cold start. Okay guys, so here we go. Pretty much the charger has been on there for a while. It should have done its job. Let's, give her a take two. 2003 Chevrolet Silverado. Cold start, freshly charged battery, take two. Pretty much like that. Now, if only it would have done that the first time around, it would have been, well, almost perfect. So we'll put the battery charger away, clean up, and then let the baby warm up a bit. Well guys, there we go. Got the truck running. It's been running for a bit now, pretty much warmed up and good to roll. Hoping the battery on it is not frozen. hoping it will hold a charge. Like some older vehicles, they do end up developing a power drain over time, whether it's the little LED light on the security system, or the command start LED light, or whatever it may be. If your vehicle does have a stereo in it, sometimes the components like the amps or the capacitor or whatever, or even the clock on the stereo itself can drain if you've got that type of system. So like I said, hoping the battery on it is fine, it hasn't froze. If it has froze, well then we'll be ending up buying another battery and changing it out probably this summer. So of course, thanks for coming along on this cold start fail, then getting her going type of video. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.